All right. Looks like we're about to go live. Have a total of no viewers right now. I'll go ahead and do it anyway. Oh, looks like I have 8 actually. Very good. Gotta figure this out. I've never done this before, so okay. Well, here we are. This is the last day of class. It's been my tradition to always have kind of something to say and then to do something fun. And so, uh, you know, I've spent a lot of time this semester, really, over the last several years, reflecting on my career as a teacher, what it means to be a teacher, how do you help other people be a teacher, and there are many aspects of this job that are, just like any other job, but in many ways, it's unlike anything you'll ever do in your life. I've often said to people before uh, that uh, there are certain jobs in society that everybody should do at least once, just to get an appreciation for what they're actually um, like. One of them is waiting tables. I think everybody should be a nurse, or I think everybody should try to be a teacher. And obviously that's not possible. But I think it's one of those careers where once you do it, you have a real appreciation for what teachers do. I think after all of this is over, there's going to be a real appreciation for what teachers do, because a lot of parents now who maybe didn't understand what teachers do are having to do teachers' jobs at home, at least to supplement what their teachers are sending home. But one thing that I loved about the teaching profession is that, unlike any other job I've ever had, it allows me to take stuff that I love and share that with my students. Any other job, you can't really do that, whether it's art or gardening or or sort of sport or literature, whatever it happens to be. In my case, it's music um, and books. I just used to love sharing those with students. And you could take something that you love, something that you're passionate about, something that you're good at, and you can share it with other people. And so on the last day of class, one thing I always like to do is share with you all, my students, the thing that has meant the most to me as a teacher, and that is music. So I know this is a little different than if we're in the big lecture hall. So we're, you're watching from a phone or a tablet or a computer, and you don't really have that same feel, but I'm going to at least do my best to recreate my last day of class. And so I've got some of my favorite songs I'm going to share with you all. All right, here we go. Oops. As I almost broke a string on something here. All right, I think we're good to go. All right, I'm going to do my best here. All right, so I'm just using the microphone built into the computer. It's not professional in any way, but here we go. I am a verb. They say I get around. Well, that's the truth. As far as I found, verbs tell action, and you will see. For me to do nothing is not my personality. Nouns are people, places, things like dancers in Dallas and diamond rings. And then I ride, and out of the blue, I'll give them something to do. Like, what's that one thing? Barks all the time, wags his tail, lives in your backyard. What do you call that? Oh, yeah. Your dog can sleep, walk, run and hide, dig a hole, go for a ride, chase a ball, beg at the door, eat his food and come back for more. He may whine at night, or shake with fright, or wag his tail at enormous height. But without verbs, this is the truth, he's nothing more than a pooch. I am a verb, they say I get around, well, that's the truth. as far as I found. Verbs tell action, and you will see. For me to do nothing is not my personality. Nouns are people, places, things, like dancers in Dallas and diamond rings. And then I arrive, and out of the blue, I'll give them something to do. Now, what do you call that one lady? She's your mom's mom, and she pinches your cheeks and hugs and kisses you all the time. What's her name? Oh, yeah. Your grandma can read a book, knit and sew, bake a pie, play the piano, take a trip to Istanbul, or jump in the water like a cannonball. She may jitterbug, or weave a rug, or give you a gigantic hug. Life can be exciting, you see it all starts with verbs like me. Now, what do you call that stuff? It's on your head. You have to comb it and wash it. Your mom's always telling you to get it out of your eyes. What is that? Oh, yeah. Hair can blow in the wind. Stand straight up, hard on the side. Be a flat top, put it in pigtails or shave it off. Stand on your head and pretend you're a mop. You may cover it with a hat, poof it out or slick it back. Hair is fun, that's no lie, but verbs keep it occupied. I am a verb, they say I get around. Well, that's the truth as far as I found. Verbs tell action, and you will see. For me to do nothing is not my personality. Nouns are people, places, things, like dancers in Dallas and diamond rings. And then I arrive, and out of the blue, I'll give them something to do. I'll tell you one thing, I'll just give them something to do. Here's one to grow on, I'll give them something to do. Normally the room would explode in applause, but it's okay. All right. All right, so let's see, I've got a couple more. So normally I wrote all these songs when I was a school teacher. So kind of had this burst of creativity and just wrote all these songs kind of at once. And so they've kind of stuck with me all these years. This is one of my favorite ones. I got the idea and I just kind of wrote it down and furiously wrote it down in just a few minutes, and this is the end result. Wait. All right. So I got to make sure I've got it. There we go. I got to find the right chords. Okay, here we go. All right. When you see him, come and get out of the way. He's here to save a mathematical day. He knows addition, subtraction, division, times, solving those mathematical crimes. He's not looking for money for your fame. Crunching numbers is his game. If you have any numbers getting out of hand, it looks like a job for Number Man. Miss Mary had 26 golden rings. She was entranced by bright and shiny things. Number Man came when he got the call. Then Mary was trying to wear them all. He said, hold on, sister, here's my strategy. Division will solve this emergency. Wear 3 on each finger and with 2 left over. I guess that's what thumbs are for. Well, people for a free ride on the Ferris wheel. One day Pete just had to know, how many people does this hold? Number Man said, well, you've got 2 options. You can count every person or use multiplication. There's 42 seats that hold a pair. That's 84 people spinning in the air. It seemed like Number Man's day was through. He met a word problem from Kalamazoo. He said, you think you're pretty smart? About enough number facts by heart. Tell me, do you know the difference between addition and subtraction in a number sentence? Number Man said, well, since you asked. And normally this is when I'd have the kids either tell me a math joke or we would talk about something math related. I know. So anyway, but I'll spare you the details right there. All right. And he would say, and then we'd say, but and Number Man would say, that's Mr. Number Man to you, punk. And he was singing, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Well, Number Man's secret is no mystery. Math has been used throughout history. There is hope, don't give up yet. Number Man started where you're at. The next time you have had enough and you think your homework is too tough, don't let numbers get the upper hand. Just remember the story of Number Man. Number Man. Number Man. All right. Very good. That song's kind of tiring. Or maybe I'm just out of shape. Okay, so here's another one. So right before spring break, before all of this stuff happened, I actually had an opportunity to go play with a pre-K class with one of my students who used to be in the same class you're taking. So he was in the class. Now he's was finishing up his student teaching. I guess still is kind of. And he invited me to come to his class at Westcliff, where some of you observed, and play music with his pre-K students. And so this next song, I played it. And one of the students, as soon as the song was over, he raised his hand and he said, sir, the kid in your song is telling lies to his teacher and to his parents. And so, but I said, but it always works out because at the end, he always fesses up to what he was doing wrong. So this is a song about kids getting in trouble. That wasn't me. I wasn't talking, but I heard it too, so it must have been. I think it was that kid sitting over there. He was throwing paper and standing in his chair. That wasn't me. I wasn't talking, but I know even teachers make mistakes. Oh, compromise, reanalyze the situation. I just forgot the rules for a minute. I wasn't in trouble, but now I'm in it. Please don't tell my mother. She really doesn't respond that well to stress. That wasn't me. I wasn't running. I am just one of those kids who walks fast. In fact, there is a reason for doing what I done. I am a free spirit. I was born to run. Oops, I mean walk fast. Oh, what's it matter? I'll just take my place at the back of the line. Oh, compromise. Reanalyze the situation. I just forgot the rules for a minute. I wasn't in trouble, but now I'm in it. Please don't tell my mother. She'll make me wait until my father gets home. That wasn't me. I did my homework. Well, I know it's not here, but that's beyond the point. In fact, I did some extra research by myself. I left it in the library, sitting on the shelf. I know it's a shame. It's gone forever, but I like compromise, reanalyze the situation. I just forgot the rules for a minute. I wasn't in trouble, but now I'm in it. Please don't tell my mother. We've had this discussion 1,000 times before. Oh, compromise, reanalyze analyze the situation. I just forgot the rules for a minute. I wasn't in trouble, but now I'm in it. My mother, she really doesn't respond that well to stress. All right. Very good. So let's see, how many do I have left here? I've kind of written my little notes right here. Ah, man, it's getting hot in this room. Now this is another one. So this next song I actually wrote when I was, I wrote them all when I was a teacher. Young, you know, didn't care, just did whatever I wanted, wrote songs. And this one I actually took an overnight trip with some students, and we were staying in these cabins. And so we get off the bus and they have all their stuff, their sleeping bags, pillows, their bag of overnight stuff, and they take off sprinting to the cabin, and they go in there, and every single one of them was looking for a top bunk. And so that's what they all wanted. And even with my own kids, well, actually both of my kids, they had a bunk bed. We had 2 bunk beds, believe it or not. And one of them would sleep on one, will sleep on the bottom bunk. So some people, some of you are top bunkers, some of you are bottom bunkers. I get it. I'm more about all the kids who wanted a top bunk, because I mean, there's not many things in life that are better than a top bunk. That's, wait, gotta make sure I'm in the right key. All right, that's all right, here I am. This is a lot harder to do it by myself in a room than I thought it would be. At summer camp, there's just one thing that everybody needs. It's not a towel or underwear or your toiletries. You can go without clean clothes or a sleeping bag, but without this one necessity, camp can be a drag. 'Cause all I want is a top bunk. That's my final plea. If I get a top bunk, you won't hear a beat from me. My perspective is from below. That's what I see. If I get a top bunk, you won't be looking down on me. Well, I don't care if there are spiders living in my bed. I can handle fleas and ticks living on my head. I can bathe with a frog or sit on a toadstool under. I can even swim with a water snake in the pool. 'Cause all I want is a top bunk. That's my final plea. If I get a top bunk, you won't hear a beat from me. My perspective is from below. That's what I see. If I get a top bunk, you won't be looking down on me. Well, I don't care if the mashed potatoes taste like Elmer's paste. I'll make sure a single drop doesn't go to waste. You can put lumps the size of rocks in the gravy and oatmeal. Undercook everything, I won't tell you how I feel. 'Cause all I want is a top bunk. That's my final plea. If I get a top bunk, you won't hear a beat from me. My perspective is from below. That's what I see. If I get a top bunk, you won't be looking down on me. Well, I don't care if it rains all day or snows 100 feet. I can handle a hurricane or a freezing sleet. The temperature can be 102 or 41 below. With mud up to my ankles, I whistle as I go. 'Cause all I want is a top bunk. That's my final plea. If I get a top bunk, you won't hear a beat from me. My perspective is from below. That's what I see. If I get a top bunk, you won't be looking. Oh, if I get a top bunk, you won't be looking looking. Oh, if I get a top bunk, they won't be looking down on me. All right. That's kind of a fun song. Well, I think it's probably, I'm going to go make sure everything's still working here. Okay, it looks like, okay. Things are still going. So this is my last song. It's been about 20 minutes. It's pretty good. And so this is one of my one of my classics. So I'm gonna slow things down for all the ladies in the house. That usually gets a big laugh. My hair was combed to a part and filled with styling goo. Mom made me wear corduroys and shiny hard-soled shoes. You can imagine recess. Dressed in those clothes, there'd be no soccer or football. But it's just one day, I suppose. It was picture day in our school. And I don't know why parents do this to their kids. I have an image to uphold. Picture day in our school. Picture day in our school. We walked onto the stage and we were handed plastic combs. Then the nursery styled all our hair with a style all her own. We sat upon the picture man's adjustable chair, and then he put a piece of tape on my unruly strand of hair. My neck was twisted awkwardly and held there for a while. He called me the name of a movie star, just trying to make me smile. But I didn't. It was picture day in our school. And I don't know why parents do this to their kids. I have an image to uphold. Picture day in our school. Picture day in our school. I stared across the room at Martha Oscar Berry. I don't think she knew my name because she her and I was just your average ordinary kid. Never looked my way before, but on picture day she did. It was picture day in our school. Why parents do this to their kids? I have an image to uphold. Picture day in our school. Picture day in our school. All right. Well, that's all I have. So I hope everyone has a great end of their semester. Things didn't end the way we wanted them to. I don't think semesters are supposed to end like this, but we're going to make the best of it. So have a great finals week. Have a great summer. I hope to see everybody back here in the fall. And I think that's all I have to say. So take care of yourselves and be well.